in this right angle triangle, this angle here is given to you as theta. That means opposite to this angle will be our perpendicular. Okay, and this is the 90-degree angle. So opposite to this will be our hypotenuse. Okay, so that is what you must remember. And the remaining side here is the base. Okay, so once we know all this, so now we can find out the values of the trigonometric ratios. First one, before that, you have to first find out the base. In this right angle triangle, the hypotenuse is given to you as 15, whatever is the unit. Okay, and the base is given to you as 12. So you can find out the perpendicular from Pythagoras theorem. So we start by saying in the right angle triangle, PMO, hypotenuse square, which is OP, is equal to perpendicular square, PM, plus base square, which is OM. Put the values. OP here is 15. PM we have to find out, which is the perpendicular, and OM is given to you as 12. You can find it out from here. 225 is equal to PM square plus 144, means 225 minus 144 will be equal to PM square. That means 81 is equal to PM square. PM square is 81. That means PM here is square root of 81, which is nothing but 9 centimeters. So I've found out the value of this also. Let's write it here, 9 within brackets. Okay. Now once we have found this out, now we can find out very easily. Sine theta is equal to perpendicular by hypotenuse. Perpendicular here is PM and hypotenuse here is OP. So put the values. PM here is 9 centimeters and OP here is 15. Cancel with 3. So this is 3 by 5. Next is cos theta. Base by hypotenuse. Base here is OM and hypotenuse here is OP. So 12 by 15. Cancel here, you get 4 by 5. Okay. So next is we have to find tan theta. Perpendicular by base. Perpendicular is PM. Base is OM. PM is 9 and OM is 12. So we cancel this, we get 3/4. Okay, so once you get these, the main trigonometric ratios, now we can easily find out the reciprocal ones. If you see number 4 is cot theta. So cot theta here is nothing but 1 by tan theta, which is equal to 1 by 3 by 4, which is reciprocal of tan, 4 by 3. Next question here is you have to find out sec theta. The sec theta, you know, is 1 by cos. 1 by 4 by 5, which is 5 by 4. And finally, you have cosec theta, which is the reciprocal of sine. 1 by 3 by 5, which is 5 by 3. That's it. That finishes the first question. So this was a relatively easy question. Let us move on to the next question. Number 2. Okay. In this is given to be 12 centimeters. This is given to be 5 centimeters. Okay. And no theta is given. But what you see here is sine of A is given, right? You have to find out sine of A, cos of A, tan of A, and then sine of C. So our perpendicular will vary according to the question. Okay. But first, what you see here is, since this is a right angle triangle, so obviously this will be our hypotenuse. This we know definitely. So we'll find out the length of the hypotenuse first. So in the right angle triangle ABC, AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square, which is equal to AB is given to be 12, BC is given to be 5, which is equal to 144 plus 25, which is equal to 169. So therefore AC here is square root of 169, which is equal to 13 centimeters. Let's write here 13. We know this is, we have found out. Okay, now we'll see according to our question which one is theta. So if you see, we have to find out sine A first. So sine of A means sine of this angle. So that means this angle here is actually theta. So sine of A is equal to, if this angle is theta, then this will become our perpendicular and this will become our base. Okay, the sine of A is perpendicular by hypotenuse. Perpendicular is 5.
Excuse me, sir.
Tell me.
Can you please explain once more what is the theta in this?
If you see, what is the angle here? What is the angle here? A, right?
Yes,
A is the
sir.
angle. That is why we are talking about this angle. So opposite to this will be our perpendicular. Understood?
Okay, sir.
So that is why it is 5 by 13. Next, cos of A. When you're talking about again A here, this is our perpendicular, this side. That means this is our base, right? So base by hypotenuse, which is 12 by 13, right? So we found out cos A also. Next, tan A. Tan A is perpendicular by base. So again, we see we are talking about this angle A. That means this angle here is theta. Okay. So perpendicular here is 5 and base here is 12. Or what you can also do is, if you want to find out tan theta, you can also use the the quotient relations. Tan theta, you know, is sin theta by cos theta. You have calculated above tan A, in fact, not theta. So this tan A, you know, is sin A by cos A, right? You have calculated sin A above 5 by 13 and cos A you have calculated 12 by 13. So this will come to 5 by 12. So either you can do it this way or you can do it this way. Okay, any way you want. So you have calculated sin A, cos A and tan A. First three questions are answered. Next is cosec square A minus cot square A. So first of all, let's find out cosec A. Cosec A, you know, is the reciprocal of sine, which is equal to 1 by 5 by 13. So which is 13 by 5. So cosec A we have calculated. Next, let us find out cot A. Cot A is the reciprocal of tan. Cot A is 1 by tan A. Tan A above you have found it out to be 5 by 12. So this is 12 by 5. Okay, so therefore cosec square A minus cot square A. That is what you have to find out, right? See the question here, cosec square A minus cot square A, question number 4. So cosec square A minus cot square A, as I told you, cosec square A means cosec A whole square and cot A means cot A whole square. Put the values here. Cosec A is how much we have found above? 13 by 5. And cot A we have found as 12 by 5. Okay, so this is 169 by 25 minus 144 by 25. Take the LCM, you'll get 25 by 25, which is equal to 1. 169 minus 144 is 25. Fine. Any questions here?
No, sir. Sir, can you
Then
please scroll down this cosec squared A?
tell me what happened.
Yes, sir. No, sir, I need to take the screenshot.
Okay.
Yes, sir, done. Thank you, sir.
There are other parts to the question, so I'll just raise this part and you can do the other parts here. So in the fifth question here is find sine C. Now here you have to be again you have to change your perpendicular here. Why? Because this is no longer the angle that we are talking about. right? Now here we are talking about which angle? We are talking about this. So this angle becomes theta because we have to find sine of C, right? So that means this now becomes your perpendicular. So that means this is no longer your base. This is your perpendicular and this is your base. So this is my perpendicular, this is my base. You understood? You understood the concept of perpendicular and base this time?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Yes.
I have understood.
So now if you're talking
Yes.
about C, then this becomes the perpendicular. This is perpendicular by hypotenuse. So 12 by 13. Okay. Next, number 6, cos C. Obviously, if this is the perpendicular, this will become our base now. So cos C is base by hypotenuse. Let's write the length also instead of writing directly. Perpendicular, in the first one, perpendicular was AB. Let's get into the habit of doing this, okay? AB by AC. Now this is, you can write this as 12 by 13. And here you have base as BC and hypotenuse as AC. Now you can write this as 5 by 13. So cos C is also done. Number 7 is cosec C. Cosec C, you know, is the reciprocal of sine. 1 by sine C. So 1 by sine is 12 by 13, which is equal to 13 by 12, right? And the eighth part of the question is sec square C minus tan square C. So let us first find out sec C. Sec C is 1 by cos C. 1 by cos C is 5 by 13. That means 13 by 5. So found out sec C. Now let's find out tan C. Tan C. Tan C, you can either, again, you can find out in two ways, perpendicular by base, or you can have sin C by cos C also. Perpendicular here is AB and base here is BC. AB by BC, which is equal to 12 by 5. Right? Yes, 12 by 5. So this is 12 by 5. Or what you can do is, you can write tan C is equal to sin C by cos C also, using your the quotient relations. Sin C you have calculated above, 12 by 13. And cos C you have calculated above also, 5 by 13. So you can get it as 12 by 5. Okay, so either you do it this way or this way, same thing. So once we have calculated sec C and tan C, now we need to find out sec square C minus tan square C. So therefore, sec square C minus tan square C is equal to sec C whole square minus tan C whole square. Sec C we found above as 13 by 5. And tan C we found here as 12 by 5. So that's it. This is 169 by 25 minus 144 by 25, which is 169 minus 144 by 25, which is equal to 25 by 25, which is equal to 1. Okay, so that's it. That's all you have to do for this question. Moving on to the next question. A triangle is given here. And an altitude is given. This is given to be x. This length is given to be 4. This length is given to be 12. And this length is given to you as 3. Whatever be the unit, centimeter, meter, whatever. And this angle is given to you as y. Okay, now the labels are not given. That is why, see, I have redrawn the figure and labeled it first. So the label that I have given here are A, B, D, and C. These are the labels that I have given. And now we'll read the question if any information that is not labeled. So the question is, from the figure given below, find the value. So everything is given in the figure. You don't need to label anything. Find the value of sine x. So number 1. So now is for sine x, this is the angle that we are talking about. This is the right angle triangle here. That means this here length will be the perpendicular, right? So sine x is equal to perpendicular by hypotenuse, right? but we don't know the length of the hypotenuse. So that is why we'll first find out the length of the hypotenuse. So what we do is we consider in the right angle triangle ABD, AB square is equal to AD square plus BD square, is equal to 4 square plus 3 square, 16 plus 9, which is equal to 25. So therefore AB must be square root of 25, which is equal to 5. So since we have no unit, so we'll keep it at 5 units. Okay. Now that we have got this, let's write this as 5. Okay. So now we are in a position to find out sin x. So it's, instead of writing this as 1, write this here. Sin x is equal to perpendicular by hypotenuse. If you see in the right angle triangle, perpendicular here is AD, right? And base here is hypotenuse here is AB. So AD is 4 and this is 5. So sin x we have found out. Next question is find out cot x. Now how to find out cot x? In order to find out cot x, you need tan x, right? So first find out tan x. Tan x, you know, is perpendicular by base. Perpendicular here is AD and base here is BD, which is equal to 4 by 3. So therefore, what is cot x? Cot x is 1 by tan x, which is equal to 1 by 4 by 3, which is equal to 3 by 4. So cot x we have also found out. Next, we want to find out cot square x minus cosec square x. Okay, so cot x we already know. So we will first find out cosec x. And in order to find out cosec x, what should we find? We must know sin x, right? So cosec x, we already know sin x from 1. So cosec x is equal to 1 by sin x. Sin x in 1 we have found this out to be 4 by 5. So this is 5 by 4. Okay, so therefore cosec square x minus cot square x is equal to cosec x whole square minus cot x whole square. Okay, and cosec x is 5 by 4 square and cot is 3 by 4. So now you can write this as 25 by 16 minus 9 by 16. Take the LCM, you get 25 minus 9 by 16, which is equal to 16 by 16, which is equal to 1. Right? Even if you don't calculate, you already knew that cosec square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1 from your square relations, right? So anyway, you can check the answer here also. Let's find out now. The next question is find out sec y. Let's erase this. Okay. Fourth part of the question, sec y. Now you see angle, which is the angle y here? This is the angle y here, right? If this is the angle y, then in this right angle triangle here, this one becomes our perpendicular AD. This one becomes our base, right? And this is already a hypotenuse. But here, what do we know? We know the perpendicular 4, we know the hypotenuse. We don't know the base. So let's calculate the base. So before going to number 4, we first write in the right angle triangle. This time we are considering ADC. AC square, hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square, AD square, plus base square, which is DC square. Put the values here. What are the values given here? AC is given to be 12, AD is given to be 4, and DC we need to calculate, right? So here we have 144 is equal to 16 plus DC square. That means 144 minus 16 is equal to DC square. That means 128 is equal to DC square. That means DC square is equal to 128. That means DC is the square root of 128. You can prime factorize 128 as 2 to the power of 7. Okay. Now 2 to the power of 7 can be written as 2 to the power of 6 into 2, which can be written as square root of 2 to the power of 6 into root 2. What is 2 to the power of 6? Root 2 to the power of 6 is 2 to the power of 6 to the power of half into root 2, which is 2 cube into root 2, which is equal to 8 root 2. Right? So I've got the length of DC. How much is the length of DC? Let's write it down here. 8 root 2. So once we have got this, now we can find out sec y. In order to find out sec y, what do we need? We need cos y, right? Cos y is equal to, what is cos? Base by hypotenuse. If you see in the figure here,
Excuse me, sir.
tell me.
Sir, I didn't understand this root over of this sec y.
This is from your irrational numbers. Root over of which one? Which one you said? Square root of 128.
So this, yes, sir, yes, sir.
Square root of 128. You remember your prime factorization? 128, 64,
Yes, sir.
32. That way we have calculated this to be 2 to the power of 7.
Yes,
Or-
so this, in this part I understand that 2 to the power 6 into 2. So then when you did this part,
It's
that
2 to the
2
power
to
of
the
6.
power 6 into half.
If you could not
Yes, sir,
understand
this
this,
part I
then you,
didn't understand.
if you remember, I told you that nth root of a is what? Nth root of a is a to the power of 1 by n, right? If you remember from your indices.
Yes,
So therefore, if I
yes,
am
sir.
writing square root of 2 to the power of 6, what is a here? 2 to the power of 6, right? And because of the root, we have a half here.
Yes, sir.
Now you understood?
Yes,
You un-
sir, now I understood.
So that is how we are calculating. So this is 8 root 2. Which is equal to 8 root 2. So now cos y we need to calculate. Cos y is base by hypotenuse. Look at the right angle triangle. Here, which one is the base? Because we are talking about this angle y here, this was our perpendicular and this was our base. So base is DC. Let's write DC. And hypotenuse here is AC. So DC we have calculated above to be 8 root 2. And how much is AC? AC here is 12. So we cancel here. We cancel with 2, with 4. So this is 2 root 2 by 3 cos y. So therefore, what is sec y? It is the reciprocal of cos. 1 by 2 root 2 by 3, which is 3 by 2 root 2. So that's sec y. Okay. Next, we have to calculate tan square y minus 1 by cos square y. Now, cos y we have already got, right? So only we need to calculate tan y. How much is tan y? Tan is nothing but perpendicular by base. So here, look at the figure now. Which one is a perpendicular? This was a perpendicular because this is the angle we are considering. So AD by DC. AD by DC. AD here is 4. DC here is 8 root 2. 4 by 8 root 2. This cancels. So you get 1 by 2 root 2. Okay. So what do you have to find here? You have to find here tan square y minus 1 by cos square y. So therefore, tan square y minus 1 by cos square y. Simply put the values here. Tan y we have got above. Let's write that first in this manner. Tan y minus 1 by cos y whole square. Or you can write it this way. Or what you can also do is, you can write it this way also. 1 by cos y. Okay, you can write this way also. Now, this is tan y whole square minus 1. What is 1 by cos y? It is sec y, right? Sec is
Yes,
the
sir,
reciprocal of
sec y.
cos. And tan y we have got calculated above as 1 by 2 root 2. And sec y here, how much have we calculated? 3 by 2 root 2 whole square. That's it. Now calculate this, you'll get your answer. So this is 1 by 2 square into root 2 square minus 3 square by 2 square into root 2 square. which is equal to 1 by 4 root 2, 4 into 2. 2 square is 4 and root 2 square is 2, minus 9 by 4 into 2, which is equal to 1 by 8 minus 9 by 8. Take the LCM, you get 1 minus 9 by 8, which is equal to minus 8 by 8, which is equal to minus 1. And that's your answer. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Fine. So I'll stop here.